Hello guys, and welcome back to another Kiki's Card Shop and Collectibles video. Today we're going to be going over an ELESTRALS deck profile. This deck profile is a full water Aphrodite deck. And this deck, it can compete pretty well against most decks, but I think that the meta right now is kind of mixed decks where you're running more than one element, but this deck can definitely perform. So let's go ahead and let's jump straight into it. So to start off, we're going to be doing 2 of the regular foamies. So we're going to run 2 copies of this. And then we are going to go for 3 copies of the Champion of Aphrodite foamy. So 3 copies of that. And then let's go ahead and let's go with 2 copies of the normal Dredagura. Sorry, tongue twister for me. And then we are going to go ahead and we are going to run 2 copies of the Champion Dredagua. And then we are going to go with 3 copies of Babloon. Babloon, it really is almost a necessity for this deck because it just combos so well. And here's another good piece. To start the combos in this deck, we're going to run 2 copies of Tadpuff. So those are all of the 1 cost that we're going to run. So the 2 Tadpuff, the 3 Champion Babloons, the 2 Champion Dredagua, the 2 non-champion Dredagua, the 3 Champion Foamy, and the 2 non-champion Foamy. So basically what this is going to look like is you're going to use the Tadpuff to, if you draw this on turn 1, that's huge because you're going to be able to turbo into your Lokagons, your Champion of Lokagons, your Caparals, lots of stuff. The Babloon, it really combos with a lot of different cards in this deck. You can combo it with the discard effect to enchant up to 2 from your Underworld and or Spirit deck to a water card on the field. That is so good. The Champion Dredagua, you know, it allows you to search your deck for a, I believe this is a fish Elestral, I'm not sure, and add it to your hand. Now that is really important for a lot of the really boss cards in this deck, which we'll get into in a little bit. And then we go here to the normal Dredagua. So when it receives 1 or more Water Spirit, you can return 2 Water Spirit from your Underworld to your Spirit deck. Really big for this. The Champion Foamy. When you cast this Foamy, you can search your deck for an Aphrodite and add it to your hand. You can expend water and discard this Foamy in order to search your deck for a water, for a 2 Spirit Water Elestral and add it to your hand. So really good searcher. And then the regular Foamy, when this Foamy is destroyed in battle, you can special cast a 1 Spirit Water Elestral from your deck in defense position. Now those are really good. They combo with these next cards so well. So for our 2 costs, we're going to start off with 1 2-cost Lokagon. This Lokagon gets 1 attack for each Water Spirit in your Underworld. When you return 1 or more water from your Underworld to your Spirit deck, you can target and destroy a card. So the attack, we're not really going to work with the attack of this card too much. This will mainly stay in defense. And we're going to play off of that target and destroy a card effect. That is really what makes this card so powerful. And then we're going to run 3 Champion Lokagon because this effect is just so strong right now. You can special cast a Lokagon from your hand with 2 Water Spirit if you did not special cast a Lokagon this turn. When you cast Lokagon or Dredagua, you can return water from your Underworld to your Spirit deck. So good, honestly. So we're going to sit with the 1 regular and the 3 champion. If you wanted to run 2-2, you could do that as well. But this is more late game. And then let's hop into this. So we're going to run 1 regular Capargal, which is when this Capargal destroys an Elestral in battle, you can special cast a 1 Spirit Water Elestral from your Underworld in defense position. Now that is really good for any of your 1 costs because you can pretty much combo that with your Lokagon. You can combo that with a lot of different stuff. So it's a heavy combo deck. we're going to run the 1 champion Caprigal. This Caprigal could not be destroyed in battle by 1 Spirit ELESTRALS. You can expend 1 water to reveal a Caprigal from your hand in order to target and destroy a face down rune. So this one, if you've already got out your cards like your Majesty, I don't know how to say this, I think it's Majesty. Really, you're just going to play this effect with this Caprigal to just repeatedly reveal this in your hand to destroy any face down runes to protect this Majesty, because this Majesty will be the game winner, and that is our last card that we need to reveal. This Majesty gets +1 attack for each enchanting water spirit on the field. Water enchanted ELESTRALs cannot be targeted by opponent's ELESTRAL effects. So this protects you from the runes, this protects you from the ELESTRALs. It is such a good combo. Now that is all for our ELESTRALs. Let's hop into the runes. So we're going to run 3 Necklace of Aphrodite. The empowered ELESTRAL gets +3 defense and it has the name of every water ELESTRAL. When the empowered ELESTRAL is destroyed by an opponent, you can return up to 2 water spirit from your underworld to your spare deck. So this is really mostly to combo with the Aphrodite and to give a little more defense. Tsunami, you know what this does. Change all ELESTRALs to defense position unless they are water enchanted. So we're going to run 2 of those for the protection. It's a counter rune. We're going to run 2 Atlantis. ELESTRALs get +1 attack and +1 defense for each water spirit enchanting them. We're going to run 2 of those for the protection, just a little more beefy because we're running a lot of 2 costs in this that don't have a lot of attack, so we're just trying to beef up our guys a bit. Alright, Aphrodite Soulmates. This Aphrodite Soulmates can only be played when one of your water ELESTRALs is destroyed and you control another ELESTRAL with the same name. Special cast the destroyed ELESTRAL from your underworld. This combos really, really well with the Necklace of Aphrodite. So just a little more security to keep us in that late game. When we're low on spirits, this is going to protect us. So Aphrodite Soulmates. Then we're going to run, of course, 3 copies of the Aphrodite. When you cast this Aphrodite, you can enchant up to 3 water spirits to it. You can disenchant water from this Aphrodite in order to search your deck for a card with the same name as a water ELESTRAL on your field and add it to your hand. So like I said before, that Necklace of Aphrodite is really going to protect us here. So let's run the 3 copies of that. And now let's get into the colorless cards. I like to call them rainbow cards. So I pretty much like to run a base idea of 2 Gorgon's Gaze, 2 Achilles Shields, and 3 Ambrosia. Now, the reason I like to run Gorgon's Gaze is because with this deck, you really need to protect yourself as much as possible against ELESTRAL effects and attacks when you don't have this Majesty, sorry, tongue twister, or the Achilles Shield. So Achilles Shield can really reset a board for the opponent really well. So running these 2 for a little security, I know that the 2 is kind of expensive, but I think that that is really just a necessity. So that is what you're kind of going to want to look for, the 2 Achilles Shields to kind of reset the board. This can be a little expensive, but we're kind of reverse milling our spirits from the underworld constantly anyways. And of course, the 3 Ambrosia for the healing when you need it. So, very good deck. I think this is going to do really well in competition. I think that people are going to really like playing with the combos that come in this deck. Let's hop into the spirits. So we are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All 20 as water. That is really all you need for this deck. With this new Aphrodite deck, it is going to do so good, just pure water. So we'll run through it one more time. So we'll go 2 Tadpuffs, 3 Babloon Champions. Is that 3? Let's check. Yes, 3 Babloon, 2 Champion Dredagua, 2 regular Dredagua, 3 Champion Foamies, Champion of Aphrodite, of course, 2 regular Foamies, 1 Majesty, 1 Champion of Aphrodite Caprigal, 1 regular Caprigal, 1 regular Locagon, and 3 champion Locagon. Now I like to use 1 and 3, but actually 2 and 2 might do a little better in this. Just test the water, see what you think. You'll find out what you like. Of course, the 3 Ambrosia, the 2 Shield of Achilles, the 2 Gorgon Gaze, the 3 Aphrodite, the 2 Aphrodite Soulmates, 2 Atlantis, 2 Tsunami, 3 Necklace of Aphrodite. So give it a try, let me know what you think, and do feel free to mess with the ratios. I think that they're pretty good like this. I'm going to give it some testing. I'm going to compete with this at locals. We'll see how it does. If you have any suggestions for this deck, leave them in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear what people think of this deck, what you would like to play. Let me know what you guys are playing. But hey, thanks again. If you like the content, subscribe, and our website will be up soon for our drops and our posts. So feel free to leave a follow and watch for that post to see what drops we're getting. We're going to really shoot for Pokemon, One Piece, and ELESTRALS starting off. We're going to try and get into Magic, maybe more so packs and singles. So like I said before, feel free to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on all of our other socials. But thanks again, guys. Thanks for all your support. Bye-bye.